All right, we're here in Shelby, Indiana, at Sonoma Farm Co-Packing. I'm here with Dominic Sinise, the owner, operator. For Sonoma Farm Co-Packing, you specialize in
barbecue sauce, pasta sauce, hot sauce, salsa.
So I'm just gonna ask a few questions here that maybe some people might be wondering, and they're looking to start a food business, a brand. What are the key regulatory requirements and certifications needed to sell barbecue sauces, pasta sauces, salsas, etc.?
Any shelf-stable product, for the most part, throughout the country, other than farmers markets, has to be gone through a co-packer or a registered FDA plant. If you want to get into the shelves for a grocery store, you have to go through, or you have to be registered with the FDA.
Got it. And that's something that Sonoma Farm Co-Packing is?
Yeah, we're definitely an FDA plant. We're certified. We get a lot of the smaller companies that come in that have started at the farmers markets, now want to go to the grocery stores. And we'll take them to that next step. We'll get the recipe, we'll sign an NDA, we'll get the recipe to make sure it fits in our facility. We'll take them to, we'll write them into our insurance. Once the product's manufactured, we'll test it, make sure it abides by the FDA rules. It's called destruction test. We'll do a pH sample of it. We'll keep the records here. So all the liability falls on us as far as the packaging. You still need insurance. You still need an umbrella policy for yourself, but your product liability falls on us.
Cool. So you heard it here. You want to get on the grocery store shelves? You come to Sonoma Farm Co-Packing. What should new food brands look for in a co-packer to ensure quality and efficiency? Probably more specific quality, I imagine.
Yeah, you need to make sure you fit with the co-packer. And some people are coming in and they want to go to the Walmarts of the world. They already have a product established. We're not the person for it. We're too small for that. If you're just starting up, you don't want to go to the biggest guy around because it's going to be a 800, 900 case minimum order. You're talking about $20,000, $30,000 of product sitting there that you don't have customer base for.
Yeah.
So you need to find out where you fit in.
Yeah.
Obviously, the more local, the better for you. We encourage all our customers to come in here for at least a first cook to sit down, to be with us, to watch the recipe being made, to test it as we go. Any tweaks that need to be done, we register or record them at that point. That way your recipe's rock solid. You know exactly what you're getting. You're seeing how we make the product. In fact, most of our customers jump in here. They'll take photographs of us making it, bottling it with us, etc. It just makes them part of that whole process. A lot of your manufacturers will not let you do that. We kind of go on the opposite end of we want you involved with anything or everything.
So you said for someone who's looking to do a run of like 40,000 units, you're not them, but
I'm not them.
Your volume is more along the lines of what?
We can do 50, 60 cases, 500 cases isn't a problem for us.
How can you create shelf-stable products without sacrificing taste?
We do that all day long. 99% of our products are made with all natural ingredients. It's a canning operation, so it's not difficult.
A what operation?
A canning operation.
Canning.
Okay. It means putting stuff in a jar or bottle. It's just part of our canning process. You can make your products, we've seen a lot of it lately. You can make them cheaper by adding additives, by adding non-natural products to it, to stretch it, to put starches in it, to do that kind of stuff. That's really not our focus. We want the all-natural, the higher-end stuff. Again, we're not the cheapest guy on the shelf. We'll never be the cheapest guy on the shelf. That's not what we're going for. We're looking for somebody that wants to make a really quality, high-end product. And we duplicate whatever you've made in your kitchen. We try to duplicate 100% here. We'll be off a touch, but again, that's why you work with us to see where we're at on it and to make that final decision before it goes into the jar with your label on it.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, the client gets the final say of whether or not.
Oh yeah, before we can
their standards.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
And if there is an issue, then we'll fix it here.
What would you say is the most important consideration when scaling up recipes? Because a lot of these, maybe they got a small kitchen, they make the pasta sauce.
Yeah, this is we're very laxed on that here. Yeah. We'll take your recipe, we'll scale up ourselves. A lot of the other co-manufacturers ask you to scale it up, or they'll charge you to scale up. That's just something that we do naturally here. Because we deal with so many small guys, that's just a natural part of what we do. And again, it's part of an ongoing relationship with you as a customer of showing you exactly how we've taken your recipe, converted it into 40 gallons, show you what we've done, make sure the math works, and then you're here with us as we're doing it. So if there is something that looks odd when we're doing it, we stop, we fix it, and we just double check ourselves. Again, there's no charge for us to scale it up. A lot of other guys charge you, we don't.
Got it. So what would you say some of the common mistakes I would say specifically for someone who's completely new? You know, let's say a barbecue sauce, for example.
They go out and spend a ton of money to get their corporation set up.
Yeah.
They go hire attorneys. They spend thousands of dollars on it. It's all online. It's usually $100 or so to get your state to set up your own corporation. Federal ID numbers they pay for. It's actually a free service off the IRS website.
Don't use LegalZoom, right?
No, there's a ton of them. They want to charge you. A lot of them is free. They want to get a trademark right away. They go and hire somebody. Again, they spend thousands of dollars. You know, so they're into this whole thing for thousands of dollars before they even open the doors.
Yeah, before they even make their first bottle.
Yeah, the things they do need to have is a website, a business card. They don't, a phone number. But again, you don't need to go a label. That common business apparatus they need. And that's what they need to focus their money on, not all this other legal garbage.
Yeah.
So that's where we see most of the.
So don't waste your money on the legal garbage. Use the free services that the state offers.
Yeah, it's out there, and we're going to put it up on our website. Links to all this stuff. Insurance, you're going to need insurance, but again, there's cheaper insurance out there than umbrella policies from your local insurance guy, or at least check it out. See where you're going to save your money.
Sweet. Well, those are all my questions.
Nice.
So if you're a restaurant, a food entrepreneur, and
food truck,
you got a recipe, a food truck, and you want to get it bottled, packaged, and sold.
We're here for it. Yep.
And we're located in Shelby, Indiana, about an hour out of Chicago.
Yep.
Which isn't too far.
No, we deliver all over the country.
Deliver all over the country. So, and you can visit the website sonomafarmcopacking.com to learn more and contact us if you want to work with us.
Perfect.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Sweet. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Thank you.